What's up, guys? You know who it is. It's your boy Kenny with JDM Muscle. And this video is going to be a little bit different. I have Ashley standing with me. You might have seen her. She's helped out on most of my projects. As much as I'm introducing this video, and we are in front of a 350Z, this one is not mine. It is actually hers, but there's something she needs to do on it. So I thought it would be a nice way to show off doing this job, but it's actually going to be her showing off how to do the job. So this is Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
And what are we going to do today?
So we're going to do an oil change, but while we're doing that, we are going to change the oil pan gasket because in just a second we'll show you, but the Z's leaking oil pretty bad, and it looks like it's coming from the oil pan. We're hoping that we don't have to replace the whole thing. We're hoping it's just the gasket, so we're going to try that first. But that's the next project.
Yeah, she's at like I think 100K. My Z was at 85K when it started leaking. Granted, I beat the shit out of it, and the owner before really beat on it. But she does have a little bit of a leak coming from the back of it, so might as well change it. And then she also has to replace one of the oil filter breather hoses. So she is going to do both, and I'm going to play camera guy for once. So this is her car. Maybe on a different day she will give an intro of it. But let's get started with the gasket.
Also, side note, drop license plate ideas. I need some. Kenny has been of no help, and I'm just not that creative. So if you guys have any ideas, drop them below. Okay guys, so the oil pan drain bowl is right next to the oil filter, and it is a just one 14 millimeter bolt. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off. Now, I'm no pro at this, so oil is going to be all over me. So we're gonna.
You got it. Is it on there good?
Huh?
Is it on there good?
Yeah, it is. That's probably what those marks are.
Fuck. You're right, that's why.
That's hard, right?
Where are those pliers?
So those marks are not from Kenny. We are actually trying to take the pliers to get it off. So this is the first time we are using pliers on it. Alright guys, so we did end up having to get oil filter pliers. I just went to my local Advanced Auto store to get them. They were like $19, but this is the only way that we could get the oil filter off. In just a second, I'll show you actually how hard we had to clamp down and pull, because we actually did squeeze through the oil filter sides. So that is starting to leak, but it is cracked now. So let me show you how easy it actually should be to get off. So we are on the last bolt. Well, I guess technically the last one, but there's still half of one stuck in there still. But anyways, there are 10 millimeter bolts that go into the oil pan. We're gonna hold it together. And now we're gonna try and get it off. But as you can see, it's pretty stuck on there. So, figure out how to get this little
So she'll probably take a screwdriver and just start taking a flathead all the way around it and slowly prying it off will be the easiest thing. So I'll grab her a screwdriver.
That sounds like a great idea. Okay, guys, so I've just finished scraping off this part of the oil pan. It looks way better than it did. All of that gunk is off, and you can see it's like everywhere over here. Gross. And I also scraped off the part where it attaches to the bottom of the motor. So now the next step is to put on the gasket. So this is just a Felpro. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was like $8. So nothing too crazy. But I don't think we're gonna use any sealant to hold this on. We're just gonna run with it. So I'll open this up and put it on and show you guys. Okay guys, so the filter is on. Sorry I didn't show you, I kind of forgot. But The oil pan is now going back on. Right now I just have it kind of hanging by a couple screws to just hold it in place because my arms are getting tired because it's kind of heavy to hold with one hand. But now we're just going to go back in and screw in all of the screws. Again, there are 10 milliliter bolts, so we're just going to tighten it back on. Next step will be to change the filter and add the oil. Alright guys, so everything under the car is back on, the oil pan's on, the plug is in. Next step is to put the oil filter on. So we just went with good old trusty Fram. It's the PH6607. That's what it looks like. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of oil in there and hope I don't make a mess. Made a mess, that's fine. But I'm also gonna just take a little bit of the oil and rub it around the seal right here, this black seal. And you should do that so that the next time you go to change it, that seal isn't kind of just melted on there because it's really hard to get off if it is. So I'm just gonna rub that on there. And then we're just gonna put it on and then fill it up with oil. Alright guys, so we are just filling the Z up with oil. We just went with Vaseline. Shout out to TJ Hunt. I'm just kidding. 5W30, 5 quarts. We're just gonna slowly fill it up. And like everything else on this car, the oil cap was tightened down way too tight. Just kidding. Alrighty guys, so everything is back together. Oil pan, gasket is on, oil pan is on, oil is in. So we are just going to cold start it.